Thank you for joining me today. I am going to be speaking about one of my more favorite techniques in changing our lots in life. I call it being a mood whisperer, being the master of changing your mood instantly. And the reason for this is if you can change your negative mood into a positive mood with your conscious control, you'll be able to manifest and create that which you want more quickly and easily. So, how do I do this? First of all, you have to become aware of your thoughts, the emotions your thoughts trigger, and then the body sensations that your thought and emotions combined trigger what body sensations, because it will actually determine whether or not you are in a good mood or a bad mood. Those three components are the same for either a good or bad mood. So once again, it's what are you thinking? What is your self-talk? What is the emotion that that thought is triggering? And what is the body sensation that's getting triggered by the thoughts and the emotions combined? So, for instance, let's take right now in this moment, my thought is, can you hear my computer fan? And as I think about that, I'm laughing because if you can, it is what it is. If you can't, yay, you can't hear it. The body sensation is up in my chest, and the body sensation feels a little fluffy. I would say that it's warm. It is not expanding or contracting. It's a little bit dense. So it's not really demonstrating a negative nor a positive emotion, but for me, a more neutral emotion. So the things that you would ask yourself uh, when you're thinking about how it feels, like for instance, let's go through feeling stuck. So when a person is feeling stuck, you would ask them the same questions with the positive and negative emotion. So if you're trying to get out of feeling stuck, first you need to identify and recognize what feeling stuck means to you. So is that feeling of being stuck expanding or contracting? Is it hot or cold? Is it light or heavy? Is it smooth or spiky? Is it tingly or dull? Is it vibrating or still? And what do you notice about that feeling, where it is, that feeling of that body sensation of where it is that you're feeling it? Now, if you can see a picture in your mind's eye, then you would ask, is it bright or dark? Is it moving picture or still picture? Is it color or black and white? Is it big or small? Is it clear or blurry? Is it far or near? And what do you observe? You can ask if there's any sounds that you might be hearing when you are going through these sensations. Is it soft or loud? Is it light or dense? Is it inside my head or outside my head? Is it rhythmic or staccato? Is it soothing or piercing? Is it fast or slow? Is it clear or muffled? What do you notice? And what are you telling yourself? Is it a positive or negative self-talk? Is it soothing or irritating? Is it acidic or alkaline? Is it encouraging or discouraging? Is it supportive or destructive? What do you observe? Now, where is this stuck feeling concentrated in your body? Is it in your head? Is it in your throat? Is it in your chest? Is it in your stomach, your reproductive org area, your arms, your legs, or somewhere else? And then once you have determined what those feelings are, when you are feeling a stuck feeling or a negative emotion, it certainly would differ from a more positive emotion. The key to being a mood whisperer is learning how to access your memory files of the feeling that you want to experience, and then remember and relive those memories as if it were happening right now, and embody all of its sensory details. So if you want to change from feeling stuck into feeling relieved, find a memory of that mood of when you once felt relieved and copy it to its very detail. So let's do that. So remember a time when you felt relieved, when you felt really, really relieved, like when you found out that you got the job, or you found out you got into the college or passed the test. Maybe you got the all clear for your health. What is that memory of you feeling really, really relieved? Were you inside or outside? Was it daytime or nighttime? How old are you? Were you alone or with someone? What do you notice? And then again, once you feel the feeling of relieved and you get that memory of feeling relieved, and then you start to copy it and you relive the memory of being relieved, then you want to ask yourself the same questions that you asked when you were feeling stuck. And the reason why you're doing this is because you're making a comparison of the negative emotions or the negative moods comparatively to the positive or good moods. So go through the same questions: expanding or contracting, hot or cold, light or heavy, smooth or spiky, tingly or dull, vibrating or still. What do you notice? And so the important thing is to know that, first of all, everybody doesn't feel the same things. One person may feel a negative emotion in their stomach, and another person may feel the negative emotion in their head. So it's really going to be dependent upon you as an individual. And that's why it's important for you to start figuring out how it is that you perceive, how is it that you access information in your world. A couple of the more common, what do you call that? More common identifiers would be when something is more negative, it seems to be contracting and have tension. When something is more positive, it happens to be more relaxed feeling and more expanding. So those are two or three of the most common things that you will find, or the common differences from a positive emotion to a negative emotion. Now, why is this so important? Because when you can start identifying when a trigger happens, and sometimes a trigger happens because you saw something, or you heard something, or somebody told you something, right? Or you smelled something, or you felt something as a response to the environment or somebody saying something. So if you can identify what is happening, it is easier to have in your command to change it. So if you want to change, let's say, a negative input or a negative information, which feels contracting and heavy, and you want to change it into something more positive, expand it and make it lighter by either thinking about a more positive mood that you might have, and copying that or modeling that, or in your memory banks, just expand it. Just see yourself expanding out of it. So if you're contracting and rounding your shoulders, then expand and pull your shoulders back, right? If you're tense, then relax. And so self-awareness starts at the basic level of how do you perceive your world? How do you assimilate your world? Once you have practicing this, a couple of things happen is that you are now able to watch yourself, identify, recognize what's going on. You may not be able to change out of the negative mood as quickly as you want in the beginning, but through practice, you would actually be able to get better and better and better to the point where it's instantaneous. And so also one of the most positive side effects of becoming self-aware by tracking yourself, by tracking your thoughts, your self-talk, your emotions, and your body sensations, is you certainly become more intuitive. So I would say that if you wanted to enhance your intuitive abilities, start with tracking your thoughts, emotions, and body sensations. So thank you for joining me. Please subscribe to the channel. And if you liked what you saw and if it was helpful, please smash that like button. I will appreciate it. And I will come back because I'm going to be bringing you more and more content to help you in your self-awareness journey. Thank you and have a spectacular day.